All right, there we go. Sorry that was taking so long, Wendy. We'll play the video game now. We'll play the video game.
I'm excited.
Turn that
Bowser's
down.
pissed off right
He is
now.
he's fucking pissed.
Why does he have like a castle on like a golf course in this world?
I don't know. There's a lot of people that live right next to a golf course.
I guess so. I guess Mario's no different, huh?
Mario's just like the rich elites with their golf courses on like sacred land. See that one where someone put like a golf course right next to the pyramids?
No. Is that real?
That's real.
Oh god. Very cool world we live in.
Very epic. This is the game I forgot a lot of the characters speak in this video game.
Oh shit, you got everyone.
Yeah, because I just cheat, man. I put in the funny codes.
I kind of forget that PD Piranha and Shadow Mario are in this game.
Who do I want to be, though? I love all these freaks very much. I'm gonna be fucking Donkey Kong.
Damn. Classic. I gotta be Shadow Mario, like, you never see him in this game. So elusive.
It's weird that him and Bowser Jr. are both in this stroke plan.
What is the lore? What are the implications there?
That he maybe just made him with the paintbrush. Let's do this. How many do you want to do? You want to do a full 18, or do you want to do like just like 9 random or what have you?
Let's do 9 and then see how we feel.
All right, all right.
Are you ready to play?
When people say they don't like Toad's voice, I can't, because he sounds so cute in this, because he's like,
This is a long shot. Oh, B.
all right, well, all right, time for Kong. Time to go ape.
Is it still Jen Taylor who does Toad at this point in time?
Oh, let me get shot on my phone. I forgot about that. I don't know. I would imagine so. Let me hit my shot first, and I'll get chat out. There we go. Nice shot. Nice cock.
Whoa. I love the little toad in the bottom right. He looks so aliased, where everything else looks very not anti-alias.
He looks very 64, like a 64 asset.
Yeah.
There we go.
Man, I gotta say the response time for this is very good. Like the input is. Where am I landing? Oh god.
Hey RPG, if you're still in chat, could you tell me if everything's going good? Because I can't see OBS right now.
Okay.
I didn't even see where I landed. I kind of just shot. Yeah, this is the best golf. This is like... Super Rush pales in comparison to this.
I never played it. Oh fuck.
Damn.
I should've... I undershot it. I never played Super Rush because I didn't want to play fucking... Or pay $60 for that.
It has... I like it because it has a lot of, like, weirdos that you don't really get in Mario. You know, it's got King Babam and Charge and Chuck and, like, Ninja. It's got fucking Ninja. But then the...
That is cool.
But then the courses are just so horribly... nothing. Do you know how to play this video game?
Don't make fun of me. I kind of do.
I wasn't trying to. Let me double check I'm recording because
It's been a minute.
I'm paranoid. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, so like the yellow is where you really want to hit it. It's kind of giving you your mark. But in this game, game's always a little weird with it. Damn it! Whatever. That's a chip in though.
You suck. You suck.
What the hell? And obviously,
I overshot it.
and like the lines you're seeing on the ground are like the slopes. So like, see, it's kind of
Yeah.
sloping down, so you're gonna want to aim.
Oh shit. Okay. Ooh, do you see that? I nailed it.
The slope might have fucked you.
That's going in.
Nope.
Nope.
Get it in. Just tap that in.
Overshot it again.
+4.
+4.
No, he's gonna fucking die.
Wait, what do you get? Maybe I did better. I don't think I did better.
You did not do bad. You definitely didn't. That's a par.
You got a par? That's so bullshit.
Yo, look at this ape. I've had a like a couple years ago, I started to have a big appreciation and love for Donkey Kong, and now I'm just kind of like,
Donkey Kong.
I love this guy.
I've always loved DK. I love his family. I love his world. I love King K. Rool.
I love King K. Rool as well. He's my main in Super Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah. Honestly, King K. Rool was a character that I was like insanely excited for Smash. Like that was like one of my most wanted characters. But then I didn't really like how he played, unfortunately.
I like how he plays.
A little too sluggish.
I like how he plays because he's all about just getting in your grill, and that's kind of like Listen, I don't have a big enough brain to like use all these fancy pants characters with their special moves.
That's fair. I kind of Smash Ultimate is so huge that I kind of just end up playing like 50 characters. You know, I don't have a main really.
I think you could taunt in this if you press L and R or buttons or something. Yeah, there you go.
It's the D-pad. Shadow Mario just doesn't say anything. He's evil.
Where's the hole? It's all the way over there.
You shouldn't have told me about it. I would have forgotten about this.
Nah, don't worry. That's the point of the game. It's like how in Mario Party 7 when Toadette's taunt is just her going, mushroom! And you just spam it.
I like when Mario goes, hey, Stinky!
Hey, Stinky! I do like that. They're all so good in that game. And then Waluigi is, you're lousy. I fucking love Waluigi. People who diss on Waluigi don't understand. They don't understand.
I like Waluigi. I feel like I neither love nor hate him. I just like him.
That's acceptable.
He's cool. I don't have any problems with Waluigi.
One day he will get into Smash Bros. That was so messed up when like they showed how to kill assist trophies in that first Smash Direct and they chose Waluigi. That was mean.
I mean, you know, I feel like the longer that they put it off, the more people would have like just kept their hopes up. That happened with oh gosh, I feel like there was a character like that. Wasn't Shadow, like the assist trophy for Shadow, just like not revealed until like the very last time?
Yeah. The same for the Golden Sun kid.
Yeah, Isaac. Literally, okay, do you remember there was like a kind of there was a controversy around, there was like an item that looked like a Golden Sun thing, but it was just like a Smash Bros original. It was like a healing like barrier item, and it looked exactly like a sort of like a type of magic used in Golden Sun. So people were convinced that Isaac was going to be in the game, and then he just wasn't.
I haven't heard that. I did hear that like back when we didn't know if he was in the game or not, people was like, oh, they delayed Isaac because of the earthquake in Japan or whatever, because he has like earthquake powers, so they thought it would be like
I vaguely remember
taste.
that. Yeah. God, remember the fucking Grinch leak?
Yeah, man, I had so much stake in that up until Incineroar because it was so true.
I know, it was like so real. I don't think I was ever able to trust again after.
Did I hit the tree?
You nailed that ball.
I hit the tree. All right. Yeah, no, because Gino was in. Because you know what it was too? It was Mock Rider specifically. I was like, that's so weird. That like, no way this is fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's like, yeah, that's like, we didn't really get a weird retro character in this Smash Brothers.
We didn't. You're right.
It's a little sad.
It is. Especially because I feel like Duck Hunt is like my favorite retro character ever. Maybe that's like, where's the hole here?
You can use the C stick.
Here it is.
Yeah. This is also the game where if you hit the flowers, Pikmin come out.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hell yeah, bro. Pikmin 4 is in 2 months away.
It's so close.
It's so
kind
close.
of surreal, isn't it?
Oh, you almost had that. Yeah, I just hope... I hope it, like I've been saying, I hope it looks a little better by the next time we see it, because it just looked a little plasticky to me. But that's
like visually?
Yeah, that's just my personal preference, though.
That's fair. I guess I didn't really think much about the visuals. I just hope it's like a good game.
I'm not too worried about
I'm sure it will
that.
be.
Yeah.
Like Pikmin 3 is great.
I wish Pikmin 3 was a little harder.
I have some reservations about 3, but I think it's still really good, you know?
For me, I just think 3 is too easy compared to 2 where like so much bullshit happens. But it's like fun.
Absolutely.
Where it's like, I don't know, what is it about 2 where like if a rock kills all my Pikmin, I'm just like, whatever. Compared to like any other game where I'd get pissed off.
There is like a masochism to 2 that like I'm all about. I do love how brutal and how unreasonably fucking like it's just willing to kill your Pikmin in swaths. Like the bosses and shit are some of the most memorable encounters I've ever had in a video game.
You could use the D-pad to curve your shot if you need to.
No, I'm not going to.
All right.
Because I'm good at video games and I don't need baby shit like that.
What? I wish like this game just had Super Rush's control scheme, because I would enjoy that. Because that definitely has better mechanics.
I'm very curious to play that game, genuinely. I wonder how I'd like it. I haven't played that or the Strikers game. I only ever played the Mario Tennis that came out.
Because to be honest, that's really the only one worth actually getting, because I like that one.
I like Aces. I think it's not perfect, but I like the gameplay quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When you get
in this game is weird.
when you get two people that like know how to play the game and you're like matched up, it can get intense.
Yeah, the like whole. What am I? So you said D-pad to curve?
Yeah, left and right D-pad.
Okay. I just can't. Oh, I see. Oh, other way.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
And there's also wind. 8 miles per hour. Yo, that boo is farting. That's just what's happening in that little thing. He's tooting.
Lol. Fart joke.
Yo, I'm so glad there wasn't a fart joke in the Mario. I was expecting it.
I rewatched the Mario movie recently, and there are two times where like it totally could have happened. Like, do you know where DK and Mario are in the water together? And there's just like a moment where it like bubbles up, like right before the eel eats them. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Mario
That could have so easily been like a fart joke. Donkey Kong could have been, or Mario could have been like, "Hey, that's unsanitary of you." It's like, "Well, I didn't do anything." You know, whatever.
Do you think if that rumored Donkey Kong movie is true, they gotta do K. Rool, right? Like if you don't,
course.
like I don't know, maybe just because like they don't like to use the Kremlings without Rare these days, but I don't know.
I honestly am not. Oops. I'm not sure if what. Very cool of me. I'm not really sure what they would do, but I feel like a DK movie, especially like by the people who worked on the Mario movie, who like really like Donkey Kong specifically, I could totally see it happening. You know what I found kind of weird about the Mario movie my second time watching it?
What?
The Kongs in that movie. There are 3 other Kongs other than Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong that show up, and it's Dixie Kong, Diddy Kong, and Chunky Kong for some reason. Why is he there? Like, I love Chunky, but like,
because they had to refute the claims that he was dead.
I guess so. It's just like I feel like that probably would have like I'm glad it was Chunky, but it makes all the more sense in the world to make that Funky, right?
Oh, are you talking about the guy who drove the car?
No, that's not Funky.
I know, like, that should have been Funky though.
It should have been Funky, but like it feels like Funky is the only this is a nightmare scenario.
There was another Kong. Swanky Kong was the one who died in the car crash.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that was Swanky Kong.
Was there?
Yeah, that was Swanky.
That's so funny. I don't know how to get around this tree.
You might need to just like totally go to the left and then curve it as hard as you possibly can, and also
I can
just
do this. Watch this. Ooh.
Damn.
No. God damn it.
It's kind of some whiplash to like go from the Toads who all look exactly the same, and then the Kongs are like all unique with their own clothing.
Uh-huh.
That's a bit, but that's like a thing that people talk about to death with the Toads. I don't want to start that conversation here. Toadsworth should have been in the movie though.
Have you seen the concept art that had Toadsworth?
Yes,
in the,
and
like,
Toadette.
The scene? And Toadette. I don't know why. I feel like Toadette is inevitable. I just feel like they didn't want to introduce Toadette in this movie. Like, I feel like it's not that they weren't thinking about Toadette. I'm pretty sure Toadette makes a cameo in, like, one of the signages or something.
Yeah, she's on a poster. I fucked up. Honestly, I like Toadette better than Toad these days.
Yeah, no, Toadette's fantastic.
If you're gonna, like, you should have just replaced Toad with Toadette in that movie, and I would, and then get Mabel to voice her. There you go, easy.
I mean, I think you need Toad. Toad is, he's the most important, one of the most important Mario characters, so I get why.
Double bogey. Yeah, but I don't know. He's not very interesting in that movie though.
Fair. I found it weird that he was not promoted to Captain Toad at the end of that movie.
Well, I mean, when he introduces the Captain Toad theme, that did happen though, I was like, oh.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. He is Captain Toad. It seems he's got the backpack. He's got the Captain Toad motifs. Double bogey. So, like, he probably is Captain Toad. Mm-hmm. I just feel like, I don't know how far ahead they're thinking for this sort of shit.
You know what would be a good scene in the Donkey Kong movie?
What's that?
So, you know so in this continuity, Cranky Kong is his father. Yeah. What if, like, during, like, a somber moment, like, maybe after he just had, like, a good day of being famous, he goes up on a hill and is like, it's Wrinkly Kong's grave, and he's like, I did good today, Mom. I did good. Like, could see that. I can so clearly see that as, like, that's he goes to for comfort. He's like, oh, I did good today, Mom. I won another match.
It's so funny to me, like, the idea of going to see a Donkey Kong movie, like, obviously I would love it. It would be, like, one of the greatest fucking things in my life to see Donkey Kong characters like front and center on the big screen, but the idea of like there being like the wrinkly Kong reveal and it being like the most exciting thing to ever happen to me, like I just fucking am like going crazy. Like the
Oh yeah,
audience
because
is,
that's
like,
the deep cut
clapping and
shit.
shit.
Yeah. Would you want her? Then in post credits, she appears as a ghost. And that's the post credits.
One sec.
Mm-hmm. Do a little bit of that. Bum 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 bum. He's hinted to being Captain Toad, but nothing's outright stated. Yeah. Kind of dumb. They should have put him the headlamp on.
Okay,
Don't go in
sorry,
the
I'm
bunker.
back.
Don't go in the bunker. Sorry.
Oh fuck.
All right.
Very close.
The rain's fucking me up.
I like the stage. It kind of reminds me of
Rainbow.
like the area in like the sort of like
the one where you
top areas.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you
I
fall
gotta
down
click
and
that.
you go back to the castle entrance. That one sucks though. That 8 red coins. That's kind of poo poo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm
this
thinking about
is-
replaying Mario 64 for
You
like the millionth time again.
You should do Mario 64 Plus.
What is that?
It's a thing made for a PC port, and there's just a lot of stuff you could add. It's really, you could have like, you can get Odyssey's moveset, so you could have like the ground pound
Whoa.
jump and that dive and the sun and like the sunshine dive and stuff. Pretty good.
I should look into that, honestly. Yeah. How easy is that to set up? Probably very, right?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. I'm gonna fucking lose this one. Recently, also with my friends, we did Super Mario 64 Co-op, which is another like PC port mod thing, and you could be like, with other mods on top of it, you could be like Peppino with the Peppino moveset. You could be like Hat Kid with a Hat Kid
Damn.
moveset. You could be Wario and everything.
This is a nightmare. I
This
should
is
just
a
let it
nightmare.
like come back. Like that, yeah.
You need to.
I hit your ball. I hit your little token.
There we go. Ugh. You need to aim it up a little bit because we're uphill. There we go. But yeah, I don't know, that Wrinkly Kong, I would pop off at the Wrinkly Kong grave.
Kitty Kong reveal, Jesus Christ.
Wasn't Kitty Kong in? Isn't he
I don't
in?
think he's confirmed. I've heard that he like there was like a blurry screenshot that looked like him, but I don't think it was him.
Damn. Damn.
Which
Why
is
not
crazy
Kitty
to
Kong?
me. Like I feel like there were so many opportunities to have like more Kongs in the background, and all of them are just kind of nondescript. You know?
Yo, look, there he is, because he died. That's
Oh
his
my
grave.
God. That's his grave. Holy shit. Rest in
Nope,
peace,
I fucked
you
up.
son of a bitch.
I didn't mean to hit. I meant to look at this. Whatever. I'll be fine. Yeah, rest in peace, old man. You could at least put him in the flashback, and then, like, he died at some point. Like, I don't know. What... Well, the real question was, is it Nintendo who said no to Toadsworth, or was it Illumination being like,
I think
nah,
it was probably Nintendo.
that he is?
It was most definitely. They don't like Toadsworth for some reason.
It's
Even
like...
though, like, I feel like there's nothing about Toadsworth that, like, feels out of place to Mario.
Because
you know?
you're already doing the Smurfs thing by only having one female, so why not just, like, have it be a full-on thing and have Toadsworth?
I think Toadsworth, like, in fact, Toadsworth sometimes serves a very important role in Mario to me. Like, I feel like he's the perfect character to have when there's like Toad is playable, Toad and Toad are playable, but you want there to be like a host or like a non-player character of sorts, you know?
Well, yeah, that's how, in Mario Party 7, being a Mario Party host. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
exactly.
I didn't account for the
Ooh, you
win.
beat
That's a
it.
strong win. That's a 13-mile-per-hour win. But yeah, I don't know. I love Toadsworth. Toadsworth
Toadsworth is like actually one of my favorite fictional characters. He's so stupid, but I love him.
never got a real plush. It was fake. I know. I have that plush in my closet right now. I can look at him.
You have the boot, like, we did the same thing.
We
Damn.
did do the same thing. I have
Okay.
so many Mario plushes because when I was younger, they're all privated now, but I did like plush Mario YouTube videos.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable. Hey, can you play a video for me?
Yeah, what video? What do you
Hold on,
want?
let me find it. It's called Yada Blah 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 Blah.
Yada blah blah blah
Remix.
blah. Oh, we should do another. I don't want to. You're a busy woman. You got a schedule. You know what we should do another day? We should do Mario Super
Yeah.
Sluggers one day.
We should do what?
Mario Super Sluggers.
Oh yeah, that game's cool.
Toadsworth is broken in that game.
Is he? Is he like top tier?
He's got like a great pitch. He's got like a
Play
super
this.
fucked up pitch. What is this? turn it up full. This is a pretty good video right now. I love this. Look at him. He's literally just Toad with a mustache. Just throw a mustache on him.
That's too much clothing. You're not allowed to have that deviation from that.
I'm mesmerized by this man right now.
I like when the Nokis come in and go,
They're going, Mario! I love Flood's voice. Mario!
Mario.
Mario.
Okay.
I always
Yeah,
like the idea of like, you know, you gotta have so many little dumb assistants. Why not just like give Flood arms and legs and that be his assistant? That'd be perfect.
Fun. There's so many ideas where it's like, I just feel like Nintendo is probably very quick to strike them down. God damn it.
I could make
I
a
need
kick.
to trust the distances. I always feel like, no, there's no way that's enough.
I could make a kick-ass Mario show. I know I could. I know
Anybody who's a Mario fan has better ideas for Mario. Well, actually, that's a lie. They have better ideas to utilize pre-existing concepts for Mario. I think Nintendo is unmatched when it comes to coming up with new ideas for Mario.
Yeah, like I can't come up with like a mainline series Mario game idea, but I can come up with a way better Paper Mario game than they have in like the past 10 years.
I mean, I have like spent many of my years throughout my like high school coming up with like fake Paper Mario games and concepts, and I was gonna make a Paper Mario fan game at one point.
If I knew how,
really,
sorry, keep going.
it was just like something. It's one of those things where you like start a group chat with a few of your friends, and we're like, "You're gonna make this," and it lasts like a month, and then you just give up.
Mm-hmm. If I knew how to code, it'd be over. Well, no, probably not. If I can't even animate because like my brain is just like I'm too bored. I can't commit to it. I can't just sit there and do that.
Yo, it's Chain Chomp.
Yo, it's Chain Chomp. What game is it? Am I just thinking of the Mario Sunshine Chain Chomp that was like had the scar and like the bags under its eyes? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, it had like a scar. I think that is the Mario Sunshine one I'm thinking of. Like the mama
I don't
one.
remember it having a scar. I remember them having like weird little bodies.
Well, those were the babies, and then there's like the one later where it's the mama and you gotta like you gotta bring her to the sauna.
Yeah, actually, that rings a bell.
I loved Mario Sunshine with all those like regional variants of enemies.
Yeah, I love Strolling Stew. That one's my favorite.
Yo, Stu, my man, Stu. Yo, and they put in... Why is, like, the only time we've ever gotten a playable Pianta in Mario Super Sluggers? Let me play as him in Mario Kart.
That'd be cool. Again, it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know why Nintendo has such, like, a wide cast of characters, like, at their disposal, and they totally could be utilizing more of them, but then they just, like, go for, like, oh, look, fucking... Charge and Chuck is playable, and, like, that's cool. It is cool that they have, like, enemies playable. But I feel like there are probably more, like, even cooler options that they could go for before doing that kind of stuff.
I wonder if Spike's gonna be putting anything now because of the Mario movie.
Foreman Spike?
Yeah.
God, I hope so.
I do enjoy that guy.
I like him. I think he could be the fifth Mario brother.
Well, I would agree with that. But do you think they'd give him like the movie designer? I feel like if they put him in anything, they're probably going to give him the movie design, so there's not like a fifth guy with overalls. God damn it!
I don't know.
Not that I don't mind that. I'm just like thinking.
See, I imagine. Okay, I feel like in a world where Foreman Spike was a character, it would probably be like a Pauline sort of thing, where it's like they introduce him into like a mainline game somehow, and then he probably would be redesigned for like a mainline Mario game, and then that design would show up in subsequent Mario stuff.
Why is it that I love Pauline? Don't get me wrong, I really do love Pauline, but like, why is Cappy not in anything?
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know.
Messed up.
So me.
I love Cappy. He's a little British guy.
He's British to you?
Well, yeah, because he goes, I say Mario, because
Does he say I say?
He definitely says I say, because that's how I realized he was British. Because I was playing the game, and he was like, oh, he says I say. This man's British.
I've never picked up on that.
And then their town is like Bonneton, and it's like a British place. They're all like.
Oh
British
wait. Okay, I kind of see that. Yeah. British is like Nightmare Before Christmas. That's what happens when you go to British.
Damn. I wouldn't mind a bigger section of that kingdom, because that kingdom was cool. We didn't really get like a ghost world.
Yeah. No, it's so weird that like boos are not in that game at all.
Maybe they, I mean, I was gonna say maybe they couldn't come up with an idea for their, their like capture, but then just boo Mario.
Yeah, no, I think it was probably just like a limitation of resources at that point. Same with like, I mean, I think that the Ruined Kingdom and the Cloud Kingdom were probably at one point going to be more than just like battle boss arenas, you know?
Do you think there was a point when the developers were making the Ruined Kingdom and making the Lord of Lightning boss, and they're like, "Oh, we can't fucking show Miyamoto the dragon. Are you kidding me? We can't show him this."
I'm sure that honestly, Odyssey took a lot of risks at that point already. I'm sure it was probably fine.
I wish Koizumi was higher up in Nintendo, because he directed that, and he also made like Link's Awakening, and he snuck the. Well, he didn't sneak. He made the Rosalina storybook and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Koizumi is a real one.
I found an interview recently where it was during Link's Awakening where he was like trying to put that that was a thing he actually did kind of put the story in without them really noticing, because he's like, "Oh, can I put the story in?" And everyone was like, "Ah, no, who cares?" Like he was the only one trying to fight a story, and I have the image of the like interview saved, the quote, but it was just like no one else cared about having a story. There's none of the like the older dev team cared.
Well, it was like a Game Boy Zelda, so like they were just like, nah, it doesn't matter, just the game. That's all you need.
I would still say though that's like I think that's an interesting kind of inside look to how some of the older devs at Nintendo work, where they just don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, that's fair. I think a lot of that has changed in recent years, but yeah. I mean, Miyamoto doesn't even fucking work on the games anymore, it seems. He's all into the movies and stuff, so it's like,
yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like people are still like, "Oh, fucking Miyamoto, dude," and it's like Miyamoto doesn't have any say.
Yeah,
he probably like looks over a Mario game and he like nods in approval, and then he moves on with his day.
Well, around the time of Odyssey, he said he wanted to step back, because I think maybe some part of him knew he was like, I don't know. I blame Miyamoto less than I did in the past. I still obviously think there's some things that I disagree with the man on. I think.
Do you see what is happening with my shot?
Can you lower the shot with the D-pad if you press down? Oh.
Oh.
A little bit, not a lot though. You could maybe curve it. But yeah, I don't blame him totally on the Toad situation in Paper Mario, but I will give him a bit, like, I don't think he cares. I think it's less so.
This insane tech. Check this
Yo,
out.
what the hell? I do think.
Why is the putter making it do that? That's very strange.
I don't think he like. I don't think it's a situation where like he sees this thing and he's like, "Oh, fuck this! I don't want this." I think he just doesn't care about like a unique looking Toadule. Toadule.
Where's the hole? Is it
Remember fucking Toadbert from Inside Story?
Yeah.
That dude by Boogity?
Honestly, I never cared for Toadbert.
What?
I'm indifferent to Toadbert. I hate to say it.
What about the fat Toad from Thousand Year Door? The one on the train, and he's got the overalls.
He's funny.
I love that guy. That guy's one of my big favorites.
Can I say something that's like kind of controversial?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe it's like post-mortem, since Alpha Dream has kicked the bucket, but like Mario and Luigi hold a lot less of a significant place in my heart than they used to, honestly.
Do you think
that series? I don't know.
Do you think that is just the fact that it ended on a bit of a sour note with the Inside Story remake?
I mean, I think it ended on like 3 sour notes, you know, maybe even 4 if you want to count Dream Team. Like,
I think Dream Team's a good game. Once you get past, like, sure the tutorial's long, but once you get past that, it's it's a good.
Dream Team's not bad. I'd say Dream Team is certainly better than
Paper Jam.
Paper Jam, and I mean the remakes were. I don't know how to even feel about those. I think they just kind of make me feel nothing.
The Superstar Saga remake I thought was fine. It was like inoffensive. It was fine. It was the Inside Story remake that was like, okay, will you need this? Uh-oh, I fucked that up.
That was like that game single-handedly made Alpha Dream go under. Like the fact that they released a second like remake on the 3DS after Superstar Saga already sold poorly, like it was just it was a terrible idea from the start. I don't know why they did that.
Do you
I mean,
think?
I doubt it was their choice. It was probably Nintendo saying like, "Hey, do this for us," you know.
Do you think if they would have made a totally original entry, do you think that would have made more money, even if it still was on the 3DS?
No. I think that the 3DS, like every game, no matter what it was, like just sold terribly on like after a certain point. I don't think it would have made a difference. I think that they just probably should have, after the Superstar Saga remake started, going to Switch. What's crazy to me about that though is like Alpha Dream was a second party developer for Nintendo, and the fact that like they never like tried to like give them financial assistance to get out of that or like anything like that. I don't like did they even like hire people who from Alpha Dream like or anything? Like what happened with that? That just seems so neglectful on Nintendo's part.
I'm not too sure. Well, it wouldn't be the first time they let a second developer, publisher, whatever, run away.
That's true. I mean, except it wasn't even running away. It's one thing
True.
if like another company offers to buy them for an insanely large sum. It's another thing when it's like their own like shitty decisions, like probably mandates like, hey, we want you to make a game for the 3DS, directly results in their bankruptcy, and they just don't do anything about it. You know?
Mm-hmm. That was
so
almost the whole
strange.
one. This is a cool. I like this map. This is like Koopa Beach from.
I gotta say the maps in this game are a lot more interesting than I remember them being.
Yeah.
Honestly.
If you want to know what Super Rush's map's like, it's just like imagine the most generic desert, snow, and
I've
grasslands.
seen them. They do have New Donk City for some. Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
that was a good birdie.
I got a birdie.
Now we get to see your birdie animation. Pretty epic. All right.
Does Shadow Mario have unique animations, or are they just like the same?
They're just Marios.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We get to see Donkey Kong's birdie though. Look at this ape. Look at him go. Yeah.
Don't you find it fucked up that DK has like retractable teeth?
Yes.
What's up with that?
I don't know. But with the Mario RPG thing you were saying, really, you don't have. I thought you were gonna go say, I don't think we're ever gonna get like a good Mario RPG ever again. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Well, no, we did. We did. It was called Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Yeah, but that like, I don't know. That's not. That's more of like a I don't know. In my mind, it's a good game. Don't get me. I like I liked it. But
I totally get it. It's not the same thing at all.
Yeah, it's not.
But I do like I don't know. I think if people who don't like the Origami King, I unfortunately think that's probably the best they're gonna get. The closest thing they're gonna get to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think Mario and Luigi is coming back. I think Paper Mario is going to continue the way as it is, and I think Mario plus Rabbids is probably going to... Actually, I don't know what's going to happen next. If they're going to do another Mario Rabbids, or if they're maybe going to change it up. I feel like they might, like, that... They have a very good standing relationship with that studio from Ubisoft. Like, I could totally see them, honestly, like, being like, hey, drop the Rabbids. We just want you to make a Mario Tactics game or something.
I would be down for them, yeah, just to make up a totally new Mario RPG series. Like, if we're not going to get... with how Paper Mario's going, I'd rather honestly never have a new one ever again, and then Mario and Luigi's dead, so just give us a totally new one.
I am one of the staunchest defenders of Origami King. I thought it was fine. I get that, like, being fine is not the same as, like, being great, and lots of people just, like, are still burned by there being like no more Thousand Year Door, no more 64, and that is a shame. But I feel like that train, like at this point, that boat has that train has so long like left the station that it doesn't even like I'm not like upset about it anymore. I'm just kind of indifferent.
Yeah, well here's the thing. I'm fucking this whole up real bad. Don't take that out of context, chat, please. I don't know, it's not even... Honestly, if those games just had EXP, at the very least, I could just, like, veg out, like I did with Paper Jam, and just kind of do it.
Yeah.
Because there are good things about Origami King, I like all the Bowser and Bowser Jr. and Kamek stuff, but that's all near the end, man. And I like Olivia,
Yeah.
she's fine. I do hate King Ollie though. I hate that son of a bitch. He's like the worst Mario character I think we've
King
ever gotten.
Ollie did not leave much of an impression. I liked Olivia. I thought that they had some fun characters despite them being very. Oh my god, I suck at putting.
Yeah, putting in this game's a little weird.
I thought that with the limitations that they likely had for that game, like they did a fine enough job like making it engaging, with its like set pieces and its characters, but it definitely did leave me wanting a little more. I don't know. I hope that maybe with it, like it feels like with every Paper Mario that's come out since Sticker Star, we've like slowly, just very slowly crept back towards like what people like about those games. And so maybe for the next one it'll be a little bit better. But again, it's like it's just one of those things where it's like I used to be one of those people who was so spiteful about the current state of Paper Mario. I would always like keep my hopes up about the next one like being a return to form, and it's just I can't do it anymore, you know? Just one of those things.
What it's always felt like for me with Paper Mario, it feels like there's like the dev team is separated in half with people who just kind of either don't get why people liked the old Paper Mario or just don't care, and then people who are like trying to put as much creativity into it as possible. With like I don't even know if the Mario mandates are really a real thing anymore. I think it's like some people, the higher ups, just don't care.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there definitely are some rules and limitations. I don't know if it's quote unquote mandates as aggressively as people often say there are. But I don't know.
What do you want
to do? Ring attack?
I'm down for whatever if you want to do another set of 9 on a different course or what have you.
How long have we been going?
Let me see the local recording on OBS. We've been going 37 minutes.
Oh yeah, let's do another 9 then.
All right, I'm down. Where's the main one?
Let's go to the jungle, the Donkey Kong world.
The Donkey Kong one is like all three shots from like, you know what I mean?
Oh, so it's like longer?
No, it's like, it's shorter. It's like they're just like two
okay.
things of green. You try to get it in as few as possible.
Oh, I've never played on this, the Bowser world.
You want to do in the scary Bowser world?
The 7 Koopa hotels.
7 Koopa hotels. King Koopa's Disco Palace. Yo, it's the old Thwomp design.
I fucking hate these things.
They do look
like
so
scary.
They look like there's something wrong with them. They look like there's something wrong with them medically.
I hate the way that they look in the GameCube specifically. I love like N64 era Thwomp. I love Marty, you know, he's a great guy. But this guy, this is not Marty. This is Marty's cousin, name of Melvin.
Did you know that Marty is not actually green?
Yes, of course. It's just the lighting.
Yes, I was trying to tell this in chat the other day, but no one would listen. Or in Super Mario 64 Co-op, I was trying to tell everybody and no one would listen. Yo, it's the
That's
64 theme. You know what,
What? Melvin.
You're Peach, you're not as strong.
my womanly ways are fucking me up.
How did you like Peach in the Mario movie?
She was fine.
Yeah.
I liked her.
I was glad she wasn't... The trailers made it seem like she was going to be like Supergirl bossy or whatever, but then she was like, no, she was like... It was
I think there was a nice mix.
Yeah. I still don't think it's... They kind of did their... I don't think it's very much Princess Peach, but they did their own thing, and that's fine, you know, whatever. It's movie Peach.
Yeah. I mean... Honestly, like... I feel like... Fuck. I feel like most of the characters were, like... The takes on them in terms of their personality were a little bit less than I wanted. Like, the actual character, like... themselves were pretty one of the weaker parts of the movie. This is gonna fuck up again, isn't it?
You gotta hit that, yeah. Oh.
No, I did it. But like, oh.
Okay. All right.
Like, what happened to my ball? Did it just crush it?
I think you're still there. I mean, your pin's still there.
Like, but I think that the everything else, just like the visual elements, the world design and stuff was strong enough to where even though the characters themselves were a little bit weak, it didn't bother me quite as much.
I thought they did Mario pretty good. Well, I wish they would have. How I always imagined Mario, if I had my hands on him and I could make a movie or whatever, I'd put a little bit of wander in him, just a little bit of like, oh, I'm a happy-go-lucky, I'm for the most part he's a happy guy that like likes helping people out, and he's like, oh yeah, I love everybody, I'm Mario. But
Honestly, it's so weird to me, but I think that Mario might have been like one of my like I liked his character fine in that like compared to others. I think Mario and Luigi were pretty strong. I think Bowser was strong. I think Peach and Toad are fine.
I feel like Donkey Kong in that movie.
Donkey Kong was also fine.
Yeah, I want to see. Donkey Kong made me be like, I want to see more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really do hope that Donkey Kong movie is real, because I'd be down for that. I just feel like it feels like for like a couple of years now that there's almost been like a Donkey Kong game in development, or like there's something going on with it, because we have the theme park, we have the movie. It feels like.
I think they are really trying to figure out what they want to. Jesus Christ, they're trying to figure out what they want to do with Donkey Kong. You know, it seems like they don't really have any idea at the moment.
There's been that rumor for a while of like the Odyssey devs making a 3D Donkey Kong game, but I don't know if that's real. But then
I don't think that's happening. Well, I think that's a little far fetched. It's like one of those. I think it's one of those rumors that just like sounds so cool that people wanted it to be true, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
The only reason that's another one of but then we had like that Metroid Prime remaster for rumor forever, and then it turned out to be real.
True. I don't know.
So like, yo, this is Bowser's face.
That's fucked up.
Look at it. That's his uvula. Like in Monster House when they had to shoot the uvula.
Piece of cake.
I think the D-pad is mean things, and then the C-stick is nice.
Yeah, there's two. Oh, that's fucked up.
Don't whiff it. Oh, this is the one where Luigi goes, "You look ridiculous." All right, Petey. My man Petey. I love Petey Piranha. I love this dude.
Yeah, Petey Piranha's great.
They should put him.
I'm glad he's like still around. You know?
Oof. They should put him in the second movie on Yoshi's Island or Dinosaur Land, whatever. I think that'd be a perfect place.
What do you think they're gonna do for the second movie?
This is the idea I've had. I think it's gonna be a bit of a reverse Yoshi's Island situation. I think Mario and Luigi are gonna go visit Brooklyn and be like, "Oh, hey, Pop, what's up?" And then like baby Yoshi's gonna be eating their pipes, and their dad's like, "Oh, we got this thing in our house," and then they gotta take baby Yoshi back to Yoshi's Island, Dinosaur Land. Meanwhile, the Koopalings and Kamek have busted out Bowser, and they want to get revenge on Mario. Maybe
you think the Koopalings are gonna be in it?
I
feel
think
like
so.
Bowser Jr. Because like if it's Yoshi, right? So it would be Bowser. It would be. I mean, Bowser Jr. and Baby Bowser are different characters, but they're basically the same character.
Yeah. I just think the Koopalings, because that would come next in like I'm thinking like games. You know what I mean?
I really feel like they're thinking about doing something Galaxy related with how many like. It feels like the Luma character in that movie is just so out of place. Like and there's also like the line that Pete said about like there's so many galaxies out there. Then there's like the little Easter egg of like the guy at the beginning of the movie reading a book that says Galaxy on it. I feel like there's gonna be something Galaxy related in the next one. That's just my hunch.
I feel like that'd be the third movie, because like why bring Yoshi? I feel like that would because then the Yoshi thing's confusing.
It is a little confusing, which is what is giving me mixed signals about it, you know?
Because sure, Galaxy 2 has Yoshi, but like if you're gonna have like Yoshi be the big pusher, oh, this is the one where he vomits. Watch. Oh no, it's not. In one of his animations, he just fucking vomits his brown goo.
The brown paint.
Yeah.
The BB paint.
Is it just me or that? It always kind of look yummy, like a delicious chocolate.
I can see that. I always wanted to eat the electric one. The fucking blue and yellow one. That looks like a fucking Trix.
You know what it looks like? What is that? Like that sour syrup you like just squirt in your mouth? Or no, you'd squirt it on the candy, on like the rock candy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That shit's disgusting.
I never had that. I think the most extreme candy I ever ate was like fucking the Fun Dip.
Maybe I'm just like a cynical adult. Fun Dip is great. I would eat a Fun Dip right now, but most candy, I'm just kind of like, I think about it. As a child, you love to eat candy. Every child loves to. But now it's just like, that sounds unappetizing to me. I don't want to eat candy.
I would I would rather have a nice, delicious piece of cake or a muffin compared to a chocolate
Oh
bar.
yeah, of course. I love me a good pastry, maybe
Mm-hmm.
some ice cream, but not candy. Candy is like that's just concentrated sugar.
Though if you show me nerds or jelly beans, I will go savage.
Jelly beans, that's interesting. I
Yeah.
mean, like there might be a few where I'd cave. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'll have a Reese's peanut butter cup, sure.
What I really like is I like those soda flavored jelly beans like root beer and Dr. Pepper and Orange
Oh
Crush
yeah,
and
those
shit.
are the best ones for sure.
Yeah. And like not too far from my house, just up the hill, there's like this a candy shop called the Candy Barrel, and they just like you could just go in there. It's like it's literally it kind of makes you feel like a kid again because you're like, oh, there's just barrels filled with candy like it's fucking
Oh, that's
flapjack. Here we go. Yeah, I could see. Here's what I'm thinking about for the Mario movies. I think we're gonna get Mario movie 2, and then hopefully maybe that Donkey Kong movie, and then movie 3 that's based off Galaxy.
That sounds about right. What because it's definitely gonna happen. There's definitely gonna be more Nintendo movies. What do you think they're gonna tackle next? Do you think that's not Mario?
Are we forced with Illumination in this scenario?
See, that's the thing. Like, I think that Zelda is the no-brainer, right?
But I can't.
I don't know if Illumination would be able to pull that off. I don't think that. Like, I feel like Nintendo also would think that. They would also be like, "Are you the right fit for this?" But I don't know. Okay, what am I doing? How do I get up here?
You don't have as much power, so you might have to figure out a different way around here.
Is it saying like because I have weak womanly bones that I can't fucking
That's exactly
that's
what
so
the video
messed
game
up.
is telling you right now. You're gonna have to go that way. You're gonna have to go up and around.
This video game is putting me in my place.
Damn. Should have chose Daisy. She could probably do it. Peach don't know how to do nothing. You think they'd ever put Daisy in these movies?
Good question.
Cause
I
like
don't know.
I
don't
feel
know,
like
how Wario or like Daisy would fit into this pre-established thing they got going on.
honestly, I feel like Wario and Waluigi, you could put them in the movie easier than Daisy at this point. Because you could just have
Yeah.
them being like two guys trying to mooch off their success, and they go also maybe Bowser even hires them or something like that. Like, oh, these dudes, I like them.
I feel like you would see Rosalina before you see Daisy.
Yeah, because in this world, I think remember during the development of Mario Galaxy, Peach and Rosalina were going to be related somehow. So, like Koizumi has said that. So, I could see them pulling that off again, and maybe that's where she came from. Because with Daisy, yeah, because like that's the whole thing where Peach is like the only human before Mario and Luigi came around. So like, how would you do Daisy? Unless you make her
Probably make her also a human and have her like somehow get involved and become a princess.
I know,
don't
but like, why is she in? Because if you're gonna do Sarasaland, like because she comes from are you gonna do Sarasaland? Because that's her whole deal.
Yeah, I mean, I think that any human character is probably going to need some kind of like is going to need to start in the real world, quote unquote. There really needs to be a better way to describe the difference between the Mushroom Kingdom and like the not Mushroom Kingdom, because the real world is such a stupid way to describe it. Like they said that shit in the cartoon, and I always thought it was dumb.
I guess you could just say the Mushroom Kingdom and Earth.
Yeah, Earth, I guess. But I feel like if they ever do a Luigi's Mansion movie or something, like EGAT is most definitely going to be from Brooklyn.
I feel like they should have just had. I feel like they shouldn't have had this whole thing of like humans in the mushroom. I feel like they should, because like that's gonna be confusing now. Like they should
Yeah,
just.
I mean, I don't hate it. I just think that you got to be creative with it. You gotta like. There's always going to have to be elements of like the quote unquote non-mushroom world.
You know what you could do maybe with like since there's like a permanent linkage now with Brooklyn and the Mushroom Kingdom. Maybe people are just going to see what the hell's going on over there. Like maybe that's what Wario and Luigi are doing. Bring them back to their treasure hunting roots, and they're like, oh, a new world, new treasures, and there you go.
It feels like there's just a million things you could do with more Mario movies, and it's definitely going to happen because it's like one of the most like lucrative movies ever or whatever. So,
but you're never
going to be very fascinating to see what the choices they go with.
But you're never gonna get anything based off the RPG, so don't even get your hopes up.
Oh yeah, no, my hopes of that were dashed like 5 years ago.
Even though
Yeah.
I would say maybe the whole flying Bowser's Castle thing is maybe a reference to, Paper Mario, but nah, maybe not. Only superfluously. So Rassaland exists. Is there any is there any references to Rassaland in the movie?
Maybe
I
on a
could see it.
poster. Wasn't there like a few more like Mario Odyssey Kingdoms referenced somewhere in the
Well, I mean,
background?
they literally walk through Toast Arena.
Well, yeah, but there's like also some other ones that are like named.
It seems at one point they were just gonna, instead of New York, it was just gonna be New Donk in the concept art, which I think
Yeah.
honestly I think that would have been better, because then we could avoid this whole weird human situation. I'm fucked on this hole right now.
Honestly, I think I prefer the Brooklyn angle over New Donk. I think New Donk is cool for what it is. For being in a Mario game, it's very out of place. It's not unlike anything that Mario's done before. As like just like a place for Mario to explore. I like that it's there. But like to me, like New Donk has always been kind of stupid. I don't like the idea that they're just like realistic humans walking around just like a continent away from Super Mario. Like that just kind of ruins it ruins it for me a little.
I like it because I think it it helps finally in game canon. It finally helps be like, oh yeah, okay, Mario's not from Brooklyn within the game universe. He's from like he was born in the Mushroom Kingdom, then he probably lived here for a bit, and then he came back to the Mushroom Kingdom at some point. That was my interpretation.
But after seeing the movie, I almost like the Brooklyn interpretation. Like I wouldn't necessarily mind if that was an element of the games. It's just it's strange. It's kind of hard to really gauge how I feel about it at this point.
I think the other reason why I'm fine with Dudonk is because it does keep the it keeps Mario's world like the fantasy world, instead of having to have like two literal separate worlds.
Yeah. I mean, like, it is weird seeing like all the humans that are not Mario characters in Brooklyn. It just like they look very out of place. They don't look like Mario characters at all. It's I don't know, because I think that it's kind of hard to do either, because I think New Donk is just it just really doesn't fit in with the rest of what Mario's got going on. So to me, it makes more sense that it's not the Mushroom World or anything, but.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, he vomited.
He did vomit. That looks like a red velvet.
I don't think it looks nearly as appetizing as it does in Mario Sunshine.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yes, it doesn't. Because the Mario Sunshine one's all like shiny and goopy. It looks actually like melted ice cream. But the thing with Mario it's always kind of the situation with humans and Mario's always been kind of weird, because like they definitely exist. Right, because there's EGAD and Princess Peach, and then there's like some of the characters. Even in this, there's some secret characters I don't have because you have to like link up the Game Boy or whatever. Some human characters, right, from these sport games.
Yeah.
Like Plum and shit.
I love the humans in Mario Golf.
It is, well, like the Mario movie having the Peach explanation is a bit of a double-edged sword, because on one hand, I think it kind of. I like the world just to be the world and not have to have all that stuff. But at the same time, it is like, why is she ruling the mushroom people? It never really made sense.
Yeah.
Yo, those are the tanks from Sunshine. Those are the Monty Mole tank things.
Man, this game has so much soul.
Let's go power.
I think whenever I get this game, and obviously a lot of this stuff isn't even unlocked at the start. So you like see like the 3 courses that are there, and one of them is just like a regular ass golf course.
Yeah.
You're kind of just like under the impression like, oh, this game's kind of boring. But there's like a bunch of shit if you actually like unlock everything.
And honestly, even like that one Koopa one we were at with that Koopa beach level, that kind of that like visually just like really nice. It looked good.
Oh yeah.
For like a GameCube game, it was like, oh. I still think Mario Sunshine has some pretty good water for, its day.
Oh yeah. That game looks great.
I'm glad, like a couple months after the game came out, they finally added GameCube controller support for 3D All-Stars for Sunshine.
Yeah, it was weird that wasn't there at launch. I still think the biggest like mistake of that collection was just not making Mario 64 widescreen. Like, why did they do that?
I would have also, you know what you know what it made it like perfectly fine for me is if they added like concept art or something. But you know Nintendo's not gonna fucking do that. They're never gonna put concept art in their video game.
That whole collection is so underbaked. Like I think that even Nintendo knew that they like was kind of embarrassed by it because that's why they made it the limited release, right?
Yeah, but then people still find it out in the wild. So how limited was it really?
Well, yeah, you can get it at every fucking Target in the world now.
It's more fucked. Sorry, keep going.
No, that's all I had to say.
I was gonna say it's more fucked up that Mario 35 was taken down. Cause that was
Yeah,
fun.
I like that. I thought that was cool. Honestly, I feel like the Mario 35 concept could have been expanded upon. I thought it was a really great base, but I think it being exclusively like Mario 1 kind of limited a bit. Like I feel like if they maybe like I don't know how they would have done this cuz but like a game with the premise of Mario 35 from the ground up that takes elements of all the classic Mario like Mario 3 World and that sort of stuff. Maybe that could be like a mode in Mario Maker or something.
Maybe what if like so in this hypothetical, what if they kept Mario 35 and then like once a month they'd change it from between one of the four like Mario Maker styles of like Super Mario 1, Mario 3 World and like
that could be cool.
That would have been good. That would have been fun.
Only thing about that is like you know, I feel like the level structure, maybe why it works so well for Mario 1 is the level structure is so consistent, you know, and simple. So
I guess it's...
I feel like if they were to do something like that, they'd really have to like rethink how they'd go about it.
I feel like there just hasn't been a Mario game that's because when Mario, I still love Odyssey obviously, and I don't think my feelings are gonna change or whatever, but that game was just when that came out, that was something special, you know. And then
no,
I just feel like there hasn't really been anything like that from Mario in a long time.
Bowser's Fury.
I did enjoy
Fury
that.
Came pretty close.
Yeah, because at that point, because even when in that time frame when Bowser's Fury came out, it just felt it was like something new, and we didn't really have a lot of new anything at that time, even non-Mario.
I think Bowser's Fury is probably just like a proof of concept for what the next Mario game is going to be. Truthfully, I feel like whatever next Mario game we get, which we're definitely getting because it sounds like there's something in development right now, it's probably going to be like fully open in the way that Bowser's Fury was, and you can just walk to the areas. Oh, Boo's. Hello, Boo.
Look at them all. Holy shit.
They're just chilling.
Yo, why is it like when King Boo's in Mario games, he's not allowed to have his funny Luigi's Mansion design? Did we talk about this?
Yeah, I feel like we have. It is stupid though. I think my headcanon is that the King Boo that appears in the spin-offs is an imposter. That's not the real King Boo. Either that or the gem crown that he has is somehow corrupting him.
I would agree with that, and the only thing that would disprove that is at the end of Luigi's Mansion 3 when he doesn't have the gem in his crown and he's still got the black eyes. But that could just be like, you could just like kind of look past that. I do like that idea that like the jewel fucks him up.
So that means every spin-off in the timeline takes place before Luigi's Mansion.
Or after one of the Luigi's Mansions, and he just gets it right before every game.
Post-redeemed King Boo in timeline. Fuck. But even he's redeemed, quote-unquote, but he's probably still just a minion for Bowser. See, that's the thing, though. Like, that King Boo is a minion for Bowser. The other King Boo works on his own, so... Which makes me think there may be different people. I don't think that the other King Boo would want to fucking... would wanna be Bowser's underling.
But then in Mario Kart Tour is non-canon, so you can take us any way you want, really. You know, what even is Mario canon? But
where is the hole here?
It's right there next to the bomb, right in front of him.
Oh.
But there is in Mario Kart Tour, one of King Boo's costumes is the Luigi's Mansion design.
Yeah, I did see that, and that's cool.
Put that shit in Mario Kart 8.
Isn't it fucked up that we're probably not going to get any of those costumes because that was a mobile game and they needed more shit to put into the game, so yeah. They got more creative with it.
At least we're getting characters now. I didn't think that was going to happen. And like you couldn't really get mad at that deal anyways.
The new Mario Kart stuff that really makes that whole deal a lot better. I'm glad we're getting more characters. And I'm curious to see what they go with.
And it was a pretty good deal before then. Like it was one of those things where like you couldn't really get mad at. It's like all this 48 tracks for like 20, like not even that much. It's not even double digit. I forget how much it is, but I know it's like hardly anything.
It is a good deal. And the tracks have improved in quality as it's gone on, so that's nice at least.
I'm just
What
hoping.
characters are even left to add? I guess
Kamek.
Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong's still not in the game.
I want Kamek so bad. I want him. I love Kamek so much. He's a funny guy.
Kamek makes sense. Yeah, I can see Kamek happening.
Pauline.
I feel like Nintendo has like really, in recent years, like really been full Kamek mode. They like Kamek.
Well, it's
Kamek
also
has more to do in the Mario movie than fucking Luigi did.
well, it's because he's also like the only Magic Koopa that shows up anymore. You don't see like other color Magic Koopas or even just multiple. You just see him really
That's
alone.
true.
Just add Mario 35 as an add-on for Mario Maker. Add more to the game's lifetime. They should have done that, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, make it a mode in Mario Maker 3 if we ever get that.
I think Mario
Which
Maker.
we most definitely will.
I think Mario Maker 3 is going to be like a really, well, not super bare bones, but I think it's going to be a simple 3D Mario Maker.
Oh, you think?
Where you can make like 3D world style or 3D land, 3D world style levels.
I don't know if I'd like that, honestly, because I felt like Mario Maker 2 was such a letdown for me. It really like I don't know. I don't think they went far enough with it personally.
I get what you're saying. I've heard a lot of people say that, and I don't not agree, but I enjoyed the game. I'm like a big Mario like video game level editor head, so
yeah.
Like I was just happy.
Well, the
with
thing
what I
about
got.
it is like I think that ultimately this is not even the Switch's fault. It's just that the Wii U is so perfectly suited for making levels, but like. I barely made any levels in Mario Maker 2 because it was just so tedious compared to the Wii U. It just felt like the UI and interface was so claustrophobic. It felt like nothing. What the fuck is happening?
You hit, I think it'll be fine though. Yeah, you're on the green.
Great. No, it felt to me like everything was just so unintuitive to me.
Was there ever a different color Magic Koopa? Yeah, I paint Mario and Super Sluggers. I don't want another Mario Maker game. That one was perfect except for the stuff like slopes was missing. I don't know about that, man. I feel like, even though Mario Maker 2 didn't add a lot, I feel like it added a lot of cool stuff still. The Link costume.
Yeah, there were definitely parts of 2 that I thought were like long overdue. You know, if Mario Maker 1 just like in an alternate time, where the fuck am I? Okay.
You are in a very odd spot.
Over here. Wait, maybe I can get up. Oh yeah.
You could probably, yeah, right there in that rough.
Okay.
You could also, if you press B, you could switch to a power shot.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just finding this out. Oops.
That's all right.
You've been intentionally hiding this information from me. You're trying to.
I would
trying
never.
To kill me.
That
You're
stuff
trying
like
to kill me.
when I play Mario Party with my family, every time I play, like you're hiding, you're not telling me the full thing. You're hiding stuff from me. You're not telling me stuff on purpose. And it's like, no, I'm just playing the game. Everyone thinks I'm always tricking them when I play a video game.
The power shot.
The power shot. That was the win that I think that kind of fucked you there. I think it knocked you into the stone. In the stone, Luigi.
The stone, Luigi.
No disrespect to Walker Boone, may he rest in peace, but I do prefer the Captain Lou Mario. I think.
Is Walker Boone for 3 and World, or is it just World?
What's going on?
Because didn't they switch it another? What is with this wind, dude? I'm so, dude.
You might have to go to the other one.
Oh, I don't want to. I'm gonna brute force it until rock.
Rock.
I didn't know you could land here. Okay.
Now you might be able to make it up. There you go. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Is Walker Boone both World and 3 in the cartoon, or is he just World?
He's 3 and World.
Okay.
Same with Tony Rosato, Luigi, and 3 and World. But
I agree. I mean, I feel like I am more familiar with 3 than I am Captain Lou. Like that, because I love the Mario 3 cartoon. That one was my favorite as a kid. But I think Captain Lou has just such a warmth to his voice. You know, he's a very jovial guy.
He has something where it's like, yeah, that's Mario. Yeah, that makes, you know, like when I'm saying like a jovial, like, because Mario like I said earlier, Mario in my mind's like this jovial 40-year-old man. I mean, he's literally jumping and going yippee, yahoo. So it's like, yeah, he's having fun with it. And then that Danny Wells Luigi's also perfect because I can't believe it's kind of crazy compared to now how close those two characters are in that show to like now.
Yeah, I think I like the 3 voice over Danny Wells, honestly. I like Captain Lou
You
more
like
than I
that?
like...
Yeah?
I like his, like, sort of like, hey, Mario! You know? A little bit.
Danny Wells kind of had more of that Brooklyn act. He was like, I'm Mario!
Yeah, he's like,
oh,
hey,
jeez!
Mario!
I'm allergic to mountains! Toadstool and Koopa were the same throughout. Toad wasn't in World, but it was the same in the only problem I have with like the King Koopa in those, I think he's a good interpretation, but I feel like Bowser's not as nasty as King Koopa is in those cartoons. You know what I mean?
King Koopa is fucked up.
Like in the Mario movie when Bowser says, "Oh yeah, I won't hurt your toads if you marry me." I believe him. You know what I mean? Like he's not like a liar. He's not like he doesn't cross his fingers behind his back. That's Wario and Waluigi's job. Bowser's a pretty respectable guy, all things considered.
I mean, he did still like he did still attack Toad with his fucking magic blast.
That is true, and he was gonna sacrifice all the Kongs, but like he's got, I don't know, he's got a bit more of like a warrior's respect to him, where it's like, yeah, all right.
That's fair. I mean, like, I'm glad, like, genuinely, I'm quite glad that he has his sort of like more comedic soft side in that movie.
Yeah, he's got both. He shows. Sorry, keep going. Sorry if I keep interrupting you.
The song feels so true to his character, especially in like the RPGs. I don't know.
Sorry if I keep interrupting you. It's just my brain. My brain has stuff to say. He shows some depth like in that final battle with Mario when he's like, I was finally gonna be happy. And you know, it's like, oh damn, you alright, man? You okay, dude? I mean, you were raised by a creepy ass wizard.
Dude. Give yourself a son and you'll be happy.
A son to toss the pigskin with out back. I feel like this, if they put Bowser Jr. the Koopalings in one of these movies, I feel like this Bowser's gonna be like the most dad Bowser we're ever gonna get, because I feel like Jack Black's really gonna be like, yeah, he's just like me for real. Jack Black did a good job. I would maybe put a filter over him.
I thought Jack Black was. I was impressed at how surprisingly fitting Jack Black's like normal voice was for Bowser.
Bowser in the movie just felt like Bowser from The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach. I would agree.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
I also love that movie. I remember the first time I watched though was the fan dub, which wasn't as good. Thankfully, we just have subs now.
That stand-up is so shitty, but I love it.
Thankfully, we got like the fork. Ah, fuck, Petey Piranha. What have you done?
I like the whoever does Peach in that dub is just like they like pitch her up or something, and she's like Mario. It's fucking awesome.
She sounds like Smurfette. She lit like how they pitch up for Smurfette, and she kind of has like a weird little like canniness to her voice too. It's weird. Why is it that whenever like I'm talking to you on stream or in chat or whatever, I always bring up Smurfette? What is wrong with my brain? Why? Maybe you were Smurfette. Maybe it's you.
Am I Smurfette? I don't like the implications of that, considering the conversations we've had
true.
about
This is true. This is true. I tried to stop that bit the other day. Someone was bringing it up, and again, I was like, "No, we can't do this.
We can't escape it now. We
can't.
We have to talk about Smurfette and her hive, I guess."
Toadette's the same way. There's also two shitty fan dubs on the one from 2006 lives rent free in my brain. The other one's from like 2017-ish. Bowser in that movie looks a little weird sometimes. Like, they go back and forth with his nose in that movie, where sometimes they give him, like, this ogre-ish kind of Japanese ogre-looking nose, and then other times they give him, like, the more dinosaur-esque nose. It's weird.
Oh, yeah. I love the way that Bowser is drawn in that movie for the most part, though. Like, I feel like Mario and Luigi look kind of weird for obvious reason. But, like, Bowser and Peach just kind of look like they always have.
I like Bowser's weird, like, dark magic powers, and I like his shape-shifting, and I'm like, oh, I like that.
Yeah. That movie's so cool. It's such a time capsule, because, like, it literally, like, the only thing that they were adapting at that point was the very first Mario game, nothing else, you know?
Yeah, it's weird how, like, you know, we started getting, in the 2000s, we had such shitty video game adaptations. Meanwhile, the Super Show and that were both really good for whatever reason. It was, I don't know. I like the Super Show more than 3 in World. I just think it's better.
I mean, I don't think that they're good adaptations necessarily. I just think they're entertaining, you know?
I think the Super Show is pretty decent. I mean, like, sure, it's like, for what you got to think about what they had at the time. Please, camera. I feel like they did pretty good.
To me, the Super Show has always been, I don't know. It's certainly not anything that, like as a kid, I watched it because it was kind of all you had in terms of Mario, like, cartoons or content
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like even as a kid, there was always this lingering sort of feeling to me of like, this isn't what the games are like. This isn't anything like this.
You know what was really good? Oh, it's me again. I don't know why I didn't think it was me. I hope, you know, it'd be pretty sick as if they did like, I don't know. I want more Pikmin shorts. Give me those Pikmin shorts.
Oh yeah.
Those are
You know
great.
what they should start doing? They should put it before Illumination movies.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, that's what the original Pikmin shorts were kind of designed with that in mind. They played before a film festival, I believe, or something like that, or maybe at a film festival. I don't actually know the details, but so yeah, no, they'd be perfect for that. I think that like honestly, a Pikmin movie is more likely than most Nintendo games getting a movie. Truthfully.
I feel like you'd have to combine 1 and 2, because like in a similar situation with Metroid, just trying to do Pikmin 1 with one character would be a little tough, I think. Because you can't have the Pikmin talk.
Only thing about it is like I don't really know how they would adapt such a thing. You know, like I feel like Olimar is one of the strangest characters, even stranger than Mario, to give a voice to me. That isn't just like a hawkitation sort of like whatever.
Because like his noises, he's like, you think he's gonna be this like little nerd, but then he's like, oh, it's like the deepest voice you've ever fucking heard in your life.
Olimar's incredible.
Who would you get to voice Louis?
Josh Gad.
I don't know celebrities.
That's fucking Olaf and Frozen.
Oh. You know, if like he wasn't already Luigi, I could, you know,
Charlie Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day could be a decent Louis.
Thinking about like fucking a celebrity voicing Olimar and Louis makes me mad more than it does Mario for some reason.
You might be able to take this back. Right now.
I don't know.
Yo, this course looks sick.
Dog shit the whole time.
Yo, look at the fucking womps.
I love this womp. I may hate the old Thwomps in GameCube era, but I love the way that Womps look. They're very funny.
It's crazy how the Great Mission Rescue Princess Peach was too late than later games. Like, it predicted the airships and shit. Also, some of the environments feel like 64, Super Smash Brothers. Wait, Super Mario Brothers Superstar Saga gets the personalities a bit later, except for Bowser, who's way nastier. Get a Pikmin,
totally.
Get a Pikmin to poke at Olimar's leg and go, hey, that way, while he points into the distance. What? What is that a reference to, RPG? I don't know these things. I don't know your obscure little media. You know what I just thought of? Maybe just because I just watched these movies recently, but I could almost like also envision almost a Brave Little Toaster-esque movie starring just multiple different types of Pikmin. I like that movie.
Oh man, I'm just trying to picture this in my head, like a Pikmin movie, and maybe that one should. Maybe we should let sleeping dogs lie with that.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't know if it would work.
You make it like a buddy comedy with Olimar and Louie, and then like you give the Pikmin some personality.
I don't want that. Is the
not
thing.
like a.
I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's so much value to Pikmin 1 and 2, specifically as they're sort of like deconstructions on both like environmentalism and capitalism respectively, that I feel like any sort of like family friendly like Illumination movie is just going to completely like Pikmin 3 already kind of like degrades at those sort of messages that the original Pikmin has, but like it would be not even be the same thing anymore. Like I would want a Pikmin movie, and this would never happen. I'd want it to be like an avant-garde, like, sort of like emotional thriller. You know, I would want it to be there. I would want it to be there be no dialogue.
Yeah.
Except for maybe like some like voiceover from Olimar or like his notes or something.
I could still see what you're talking about, like, because I did have that when we were talking about. I was like. I was that's what I was gonna say, like a really experimental avant-garde film, but I was like, but they would never do that. That's like unrealistic.
Yeah,
but
it just wouldn't happen.
I feel like you could still do that and have Olimar and Louis talk to each other. Almost do something a bit like, I don't know. I don't really watch avant-garde movies, you know, something. There are plenty of movies like that where there's just like minimal dialogue, where they still talk to each other, but it's just like really realistic, like, oh, we got this thing going on. And let me quote something here. Oh, Wario gotta win! But yeah, let me just get my thoughts together. What am I trying to think? You could also give it definitely a bit of a horror tinge. You could almost like
yeah.
make it like a survival movie, right? Like all those like some of those movies about like a plane crashes and then stuff like that happen. You could do that. Make it like a survival, especially with the 30
Absolutely.
days thing. And then I don't know.
The thing
But
about it's just like so interesting to me because like I feel like how would they handle Pikmin dying in that movie? Like I feel like that would be something that they would be a little afraid of doing, especially like a company like Illumination where they have these like Pikmin are these wholesome little mascot characters, right? And then it's like they're just getting eaten alive. And that should be something that I think always should have some weight to it in Pikmin games. There's like, I think that like there should be like a genuine like aspect of melancholy whenever Pikmin dies. Like it's like nature and kind of the cycle of it, and like but I just feel like either it would be trivialized or it would just be not present in the movie whatsoever.
RPG just had a really good idea, Tack, in chat. Make an animated Pikmin movie in the style of found footage type thing where it's live video journal from Olimar during the story.
Oh, that's fun.
That could
I
work.
like that.
And you can get like some of the like, because Pikmin is so weird because it rides the line of like, oh, goofy little stupid creatures, and then also this place is kind of fucked up though.
Yeah, that's what makes it so great. It's like it catches you off guard, and it's sort of like in the ways it makes you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that if there was ever a Pikmin movie, they would respect that. Like it sounds so goofy to say, but I would want there to be a scene where Olimar is genuinely like fucking distraught by the fact that he's responsible for the death of these things,
This is
or whatever,
why.
like,
Sorry, keep going. I don't mean to interrupt.
no, that's all I got.
I was just gonna say that's why I like in Pikmin 3 Deluxe they added the Piclopedia, and Charlie's notes are all so good. They're like, I wanted to die instead of my Pikmin, but then Elf and Brittany told me not to, and it's like, bro, he's so good. I fuck Brittany though.
Yeah.
I hate Brittany. I hate her so much.
I don't get it. Why do people hate Brittany so much? Brittany's fine. Brittany is
Because she's
okay.
an asshole to Charlie, who's the best character, and in like the Piclopedia, she's all obsessed with like, oh, like she's selfish.
She just really likes juice. I don't know.
If that Pikmin 4 character is her and Alf's kid, I'm gonna be so angry. Alf, first of all, I don't think Alf should ever fuck. I think he's...
Alf and Charlie are in a wonderful
Yeah.
relationship.
Alf Charlie Yoy, that's what you're looking up on AO3?
I love that you call it yoy, by the way.
That's just what I know. My brain says it like that. All right, well, that was very fun, Wendy. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I've been streaming
Thank you
for
for
fucking
reminding me.
4
I'm sorry
hours.
Pokemon didn't work out, but
That's okay.
I had a lot of fun playing Mario Golf and
Get the hell
talking about
outta here.
Mario. Oh, you kicked me.
Yeah, get the
Evil.
hell out of here. All right. Yeah, all right. Thank you. I really appreciate. We should do this again. I had a lot of fun playing with you.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We should do Super Slugger sometime soon. I think that would be fun.
Okay.
I love that
I
video
don't know.
game.
I might be getting busy here in these next few weeks.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
see.
of course. All right.
All right. Take
All right,
care, Adam.
See ya. Take care. All right, that was good. All right, I have no like BRB screen for this, so I'll just like end it here. Thank you, chat. For no one really showed up today, but that's all right. We did shorter Zelda stream, but that's all right. I'll probably do more Zelda during the week. I don't know about tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow, so. And today I went pretty long. I went 4 hours today just because we did 2 things. So we'll see. All right. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye.